got a glass. I know this is probably going to piss a lot of Ireland fans off anyway, or Irish people. Got a pint of Beamish, pint of Guinness. It's Monday night, so we're not drinking, but it's full of water. And do you know what, Chika? My glass is half full today.
Should be more than that, mate.
It's really full. Oh my God. Like, we are talking... I'm trying to... This might be time sensitive, and this is going to come out a week after this has all happened and stuff like that, but Troy Parrott, you may actually have become a saint in country. Like, Saint Patrick's a thing of the past. He is a saint in the country, and I if you are watching this and you've maybe stumbled upon this or listening to this and you stumbled upon this because of our videos recently, thank you, welcome. You'll realise that I'm a big follower of the Irish national team ever since, like, my dad went to follow Ireland in '94. I've always loved Ireland and supporting them, and, you know, being a dual national, I have more fun supporting Ireland, and I had a lot of fun yesterday.
And England?
No, not really. Not really. Not really.
Judas.
Not really. Never.
What? England? What?
Who are England?
England? What is
Who
that?
are England?
What is that?
No, I mainly follow the Irish national team. Don't get me wrong, there's part of me that when, like, England play, being from England, I'm like, I hope they do well. But there's not this pride I feel for Ireland. And do you know what happened on the Saturday? Maybe the Friday. No, Saturday. Postman came, opened my envelope, got my Irish passport this weekend, went to watch the game. So Thursday, the Portugal game happened. By Friday, Saturday, I had my Irish passport. And then by the Sunday, Troy Parrott turned into a saint. It was like... and then I had 2 Guinnesses after, celebrated, didn't go too crazy. It was the best weekend of sport I've had in a long, long time. It was insane. Like, that was... I don't think it's as great as the Aguero goal because we just qualified for the playoffs. But my God, 5 goals in 4 games. Like, we'll get onto Haaland later in the pod. I think, even though it's just the playoffs, I think that actually might be the best moment I've ever had watching Ireland. And I've watched Shane Long score against Germany. Just about remember Robbie Keane scoring against Germany in 2002. I'm trying to think of other incredible moments. I can't think off the top of my head. There is one more, but it's not coming to me. Oh, maybe John O'Shea when he... It's all against Germany.
Jesus.
It's all against Germany.
It's like World War II,
yeah, trust me. But this time it was against Portugal. It was incredible. Troy Parrott's value has just gone up 10 times. AZ Alkmaar.
What do you think he's going to go for 80 mil?
No, he won't go for that much. But AZ have just made a bit more money on him. Let's be real. They've signed him for, I think it was 8 million they've signed him for. He had a good season last season. But this season, he's bagging it in. In the video I made, he scored 13 and 14. He scored 13 goals and 2 assists in 14 games. I know it's the Eredivisie, but still great return. I mean, players like Suarez have come from the Eredivisie and done really well. Look, it's just incredible. And if you have come from the Troy Parrott video, you'll probably understand why I'm saying this. As well as receiving my passport on the Saturday, I made a video on Troy Parrott, bigging up his season and talking about those stats. Jesus, did I catch a wave? Oh my... What's your reaction when you saw that?
Do you reckon he saw that? He's like, time to lock in.
Yeah. Do you know what? I was thinking today, I don't think... Of course he hasn't seen that. but I was thinking, like, that I have had weird situations, like, even with work, with, like, working on social media and stuff like that, where I've had people say they've seen my videos. So, for instance... When talking to people in the space I work in, I'm not going to disclose what I do. You'll probably work it out. I'm not that important. But
You're important to me.
You said that last week. I appreciate it.
You got to remind your guys it's November.
No, it is. It is. No, I know I'm an important person, but I'm... To many people, I'm not.
To many people you are.
to many people I am, and that's all that matters. Eh?
No.
My guy. You're important to me as well. There you go.
Okay.
Do you know he's even more important to me? Troy Parrott. I'm sorry, Jig, he's a patron saint now. But yeah, I made this video on the Saturday. I just felt like making it. I can't explain it. Well, also he scored 2 against Portugal. It's incredible, and I've been banging on about Parrott for years, and I just thought I'd make it. It done like 20k. It done alright on TikTok. Like obviously views on everything. I just wanted to make the video. I really like Troy Parrott, and then I'll get on to how I was feeling in the game, but the game finishes. I'll explain the story in a second if you don't know. Bro, I opened TikTok. Boom. 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 It's done 200,000 views in a day. On top of that, I made a video on Kelleher that did quite well in general anyway. It did like 150,000 views, which is good for us. Look, again, everything isn't about views, but obviously it does get our names out there and 2 Left Feet out there. That's gone crazy. So we got a lot of Ireland fans now, and we were saying as well, like our demographic on Instagram tends to be more Nigerian, and we'll get on to Nigeria painfully. And now TikTok seems to be Irish. It's weird. It's kind of nice. It's like our 2 cultures combining. It's Jada Numa. We'll call it a Jada Numa or a Chia Dozy. But oh mate, what a moment! I was sat on this very sofa. We went 1-0 down. I just set up a VPN to get RTE player. Wasn't working. Kind of glad because apparently the commentary was trash. Go 1-0 down. I'm thinking, oh, for fuck. Like, why did I get I was like, why did I get my hopes up? Then I see we got a penalty. Chia Dozy, my favourite guy of all time. Met him in Cork Airport. Shout out my guy. If you know that story, you know that story. There's not much of a story to it. But if you know it, you know.
Go up to...
I shat myself when I saw Chia Dozy. He was on my Ryanair flight. And he was flying through the air as he won that penalty.
God forbid you see Troy.
Oh. Nah. Do you know what? I still love Chia Dozy. He's from Cork. But yeah, no. Yeah. Parrott gets penalty, composed 1-1. And then Hungary decide to enter the Puskás Award later on for 2025. It is a ridiculous goal. Like just before the end of the half, he chests it down, volleys it top bins. I'm like, Kelleher's been really great recently, but there is no chance he's getting near that. And then it's half time, and I think my mum had just gone to an Irish pub and she texted me and like, oh, like come on, and I'm just like, I text back by the time we're 2-1 down, and I go, oh no, here we go. Like, I'm like, there's some sad Irish people in the pub. Anyway, half time. I'm just kind of like half watching it now, I'll be completely honest. Like, don't want to get myself emotionally invested because I'm just, I just really enjoy watching Ireland. And then I look up and Troy Parrott chipped the keeper 2-2 in the 80th minute. I thought, no, I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not doing it. So I think at the time I was so nervous. I was just like, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea as an excuse not to sit in this room. So I go upstairs, boil the kettle, I'm like in the toilet, like kind of half listening into it. I've kept the door open. I sit down, I got my cup of tea, and I'm just like, I just watch the ends. Like, I was like, Kelleher, bosh. Scales, bosh. And I'm like really intensely looking. I'm like, no, he's not going to get onto it. And like, I actually thought he hit the side netting at first. And I looked closer, I'm like, wait, that's gone in. And then I just see all the Ireland players running, and I slammed that door, nearly broke the door there, slammed the carpet, screamed. I think my neighbours thought I was going nuts. And I was going nuts. It was incredible. I like, my mum and dad were in an Irish pub, and the sea became black, full of Guinness. Like the ceiling just became like a black sea. I was just like, oh my days, this is insane. I know we've got 2 playoff games to play, but that might be one of my favourite sporting moments of all time. And to score 5 and 4, insane. For a player, yes, he's been on form in the Eredivisie, and yes, he might get a decent move, but to do that on the international stage, he's really arrived now. And I hope the pressure doesn't get to him, because he's clearly a player. There's clearly a player there, and he was brilliant. And mate, it was just incredible. I can't tell you how incredible that was. Irish passport came, beat Portugal 2-0, and then Hungary win, and then the videos get love. I'm just like, I've made videos in Ireland in the past, and because my accent, I get a lot of shit for following Ireland. There's this whole thing about, being a plastic paddy, and I know there are a lot of plastic paddies out there, and I'm not claiming to know Irish culture nearly as much as people who live there and grown up there, but there's been elements of my upbringing that are very Irish in London. I'm a mix of both cultures, like many people in London, and a lot of my upbringing was Irish, so I felt a lot of pride. I enjoyed it, and for the first time from making Irish content on the Irish national team online, I actually received a lot of love. So shout out everyone showing love, and shout out Ireland, bro. I mean, some of the memes from it were just incredible. Dublin Airport even tweeted that this is now the Troy Parrott Airport. I'm seeing parrots win the Ballon d'Or. I'm seeing a parrot at the Last Supper. It's insane. It's insane. Like he will literally become a patron saint now. I'm not even joking. Like, it's
imagine
nuts.
if he gets you guys to the World Cup now. Like, imagine, is it one game or is it?
We've got two.
Got 2 games. Like
2 playoffs. So I think the first one is, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. It's really confusing, and you'll get onto it explaining like Nigeria's. Well, if they were going to qualify, like what their potential playoff stuff. We'll get onto it. I'm sorry. But it's really confusing. I think you play one playoff game. I think it might be one leg. I think it could be 2. But there's one game and then there's another. And then 4 out of 16 teams qualify for the World Cup now, out of this playoff bracket. So I don't really know how it works.
It's 4 out of 16, there's 2 games. And you have you have 8 versus 8. 8 teams play the other 8 teams. Then the winners from that, you halve it.
Okay.
From that 8-4, so it makes sense.
I don't really know how it works, but mate, honestly, that was just insane. And the Prem is coming back, and we're going to talk about that, and hopefully I can get this out before then. But this is like, there's a high chance Ireland don't make the World Cup. But even just that moment, I'm having it. I'm taking it. What an incredible moment. I've talked enough about it online now. I've done a whole Troy Parrott video. What a man. Incredible scenes. Yeah, just brilliant. And if you haven't watched the highlights or you haven't seen what happened, just watch it. I've seen so many people say, I'm not even Irish and I'm celebrating. It was genuinely just incredible. Like an incredible moment.
Yeah, no, I'm so happy for you, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy, like, because I wasn't even following. I didn't even know Ireland were playing. Like, even though this was deadline, this is D-Day, like.
Yeah.
And I'm now literally just switch on my phone and just see Ireland everywhere. Like,
yeah.
For such a small nation, I haven't seen that. Probably more posts than people in that country. But
if you want a bit of free entertainment, look at the comments on the Troy Parrott video I did on TikTok. It's brilliant.
Nah, man, I can't believe it.
We've got. I think we've got probably. I'd say we're a strong contender to say we've got the most passionate fan base.
Oh, 100% easily.
Teams.
Well, like Irish people are so passionate about their country. Like,
yeah,
like it's a different sort of level. So, like, nah. Never met people so proud to be Irish.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, or to be from their country. So,
yeah, and that's not saying the country's perfect. Of course, it's not. But
what country is, man?
So yeah. I was celebrating. Look, Ireland still might not qualify. Nige in the African qualifiers for the World Cup. There was some advancement, so you were already in a playoff. And one thing I'm worried about Ireland going to the next round is we might get Albania or Kosovo, and I actually think that is another version of a North London derby. And if you're from London, or like if we get Albania or Kosovo, Camden might break. North London might break because you don't, like where I'm from in Camden, where we're sitting right now. So many of my friends growing up are Albanian and Kosovan, and Camden's like got a big Albanian Kosovan population along with an Irish one. And Albanians and Irish people and Kosovan and Irish people get along really well. I tend to find, not if they're against each other in a playoff. I'm actually genuinely worried that it's going to create a new type of North London derby. Like, if Ireland play Albania or Kosovo, it's a new North London derby. I'm telling you, if you're from North London, you understand what I mean. I'm petrified if that happens. Like, yeah, it'd be scary. I'm sure we'll. I don't know. I just don't know what's going to happen because Albanians and Irish and Kosovan and Irish people get along so well. But where I'm from, a big portion of the demographic are of those backgrounds. So when I say North London, I've said it a million times now, that will create a new type of North London derby, and you'll just have to walk around North London at a time to understand it. Now, I also grew up with a lot of Nigerians and Congolese people in Camden, and I know a few Congolese people. I know some Nigerian people, and two very proud nations. And
I know some as well. You know,
yeah.
As an English boy, being surrounded by a lot of Nigerians.
Me?
No, me.
Oh, you're not Nigerian. I mean, you are English, so I wasn't going to deny that. But I'd say your background might be Nigerian. I'm not sure if you want to check that or something. I've heard you're heading there for Christmas soon, so yeah, not sure.
Yeah, vacation.
Yeah. Just want to see the tourism, what it's like. Yes, but again in Camden, Nigeria versus Congo is another North London derby. Again, if you're from Camden, you understand what I mean. But Nigeria versus Congo, that's not just a match in the African Cup. Well, not the Cup of Nations, in the African World Cup qualifiers. That is a North London derby, and I'm surprised one person didn't text you. In fact, I'm surprised a couple of people didn't text you, because the football team I used to run, we had a few Congolese boys in there, so
they knew better. They knew better.
The name Shadrach, the name Nathan, the name Geordies coming to mind. No, I'm even thinking of my other friends I grew up with. They wouldn't text you because they don't know you. But but what happened? Every time there's something around Nigeria and I watch it with you, I didn't watch this one with you, but every time like Nigeria's mentioned at the moment in regards to international football, you're just sad.
Because it's so pathetic. Like, oh my God. Where do I even begin?
Go on, get it off your chest. I got my happiness off my chest. You can get.
Thanks,
I'm here
thanks. Cheers, bro.
No, look, bro. We're not making the World Cup either. We're just enjoying the moment we're in. But I think I'm in a good mood. You're in a good mood, but you're not in a good mood about football. Just get off your chest. I'm here to listen.
At the end of the day, it's too little, too late. You know, we started off the qualifiers with 1 win in 6 or 1 win in 5. I think we drew the rest of those games and we're playing catch up since. We'd conceded last minute goals after dominating games, missing chances. We dropped too many points too early, and it was just, we only started kicking into gear, and maybe there was a managerial and coaching changes halfway through the campaign, and then by then we were leaving it onto the last day, we were having to play the second team in second place in order to finish in a playoff spot. And obviously if you finish first, it's automatic, and South Africa managed to pip us to that, even after they had a points deduction for some stupid reason. So yeah, it was just an uphill battle, but we should have qualified. At the end of the day, you got to make sure, like, a nation like us in that continent should be, I think everyone should know we should be qualifying automatically.
Well, I mean, we were naming some of the players earlier. You're talking Lookman, talking Iwobi. I know you're not a massive fan of Bassi right now, but he's a starting Premier League centre-half. Who else? I can never pronounce Chukwueze.
Pretty good.
Osimhen, Aina.
Aina tore his hamstring.
Well, yeah, he's not playing, but he's part of night. The point is, there's a lot of good footballers. It's not exactly like, I couldn't name you a player for Benin. It's a good footballing nation. I mean, I can name you a few players from the Congo team, but I'd say they're a better team than Benin. I don't know why Benin. Didn't you play Benin? Is that why that's come to my head?
We played Benin, played Rwanda, played Gabon in the playoffs before that, which they have a pretty decent team as well.
Yeah, they've got like Lamina and Oba, don't they?
Yeah.
But I can't say I know any Benin players. I can't say I know any like Rwandan players. And I look at Nigeria's team and I'm thinking like, that's one of the best teams in the world in terms of talent.
You think, man, like, you think we'd be there, you know?
Not like the best, by the way, just to clarify, but one of the best.
You should be, man. We should be there. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, it's just disappointing. At the end of the day, we're going to have to find a way to pick ourselves up and go to the AFCON in a month's time. Like, you know, Osman picked up an injury as well. Is he going to be sharp for that? We lost him at half time. It was just too little too late. Like, even like, I don't know if you heard the story, but we obviously had, before we played Gabon in the first playoff and then obviously beat them and played Congo, the team went on strike.
That's not good. Oh, is this because of the hotel in Morocco?
No, not even. Obviously the whole hotel will be posting that.
Was that in Morocco?
Yeah. Okay. Obviously Marrakesh is a lovely place, but like, you can put in such a nice hotel in the middle of like a crazy place. Marrakesh is crazy. Like, I don't know if anyone's been there, but it's just so chaotic. It's just full of life. It's just mad. It's just a mad place. But yeah, that's pretty funny that we were posting his scenery and then again the reaction he did. But basically, no, Nigeria, basically the players all striked because they were overdue lots of payments from our governing body, and they'd like bonuses, wages, all of the stuff that had been due for months or weeks, whatever it may be. So we refused to train. And like, before the biggest game we've had probably since the AFCON final. So obviously, like, it's not really the kind of thing you want to hear heading into probably the biggest international break you've had in a long time. But it is what it is. They paid them the next day, had one training session before the game, beat them in extra time comprehensively after a few mistakes and that. And then, obviously, dispatch Gabon, go 1-0 up in the first 5 minutes against Congo. And you think, you know what, we might see out. Concede a stupid goal. Osman goes off at half time. Manager loses his ability to actually manage a game, takes off all the ball playing midfielders we have, all the people that can keep the ball, and like, we're just under the cosh for the rest of the game. Can't keep the ball, can't progress the ball, can't create any chances. They score a disallowed goal, and eventually we get to extra time, and he doesn't bring on our best penalty taker for the past 4 years to come and take one. Calvin Bassey steps up first. Calvin Bassey had a great game, solid game, you know. Yes, saggy shot. Have you seen that video?
Of what?
Calvin Bassey.
I've seen loads of videos of his shorts falling down. I don't understand it. Has he got like silk shorts? Does he like to feel in his legs or something? I don't know.
Bro, you might as well be wearing 3/4 trousers. But like, Calvin Bassey, first, like, you normally, it's more pressure to take the second penalty, but we went up first. We won the toss. Do you know what I mean? Like,
he would not.
He steps up. You know what he does? He blasts it over. Blast it over, bro. Actually, there wasn't even power on it, bro. He crossed it over. He took a goal kick, bro.
I'm just looking
I've never been that loud before.
I'm just looking at your voice. the voice, the wave of the voice. I'm gonna have to compress that. I've never heard you be so loud. I didn't know Calvin Bassey did that to you. Anyway, who stepped up after?
Look, it's not his fault, innit? Like, he probably volunteered. You know, he's a Premier League footballer. Calvin Bassey taking your first pen. We missed 4 pens, bro. We missed 4. 4 defenders took our first 5 penalties, bro.
Sorry.
And I'm pretty sure each of them missed. Oh my God.
Why
we scored 2 penalties, yeah.
Why defenders taking penalties?
Semi Ajayi took one. Who else took one? Oh, bruv. My head was...
Do you want to move on?
I don't know where to go, mate. Like,
Yeah, I think we should move on. Make me feel a bit better. Yeah, sound good? I'm sorry, mate. Well, there are a lot of Irish players with Nigerian descent, so maybe that you can cheer us on.
I always cheer Ireland.
I know.
I like Ireland.
But I'm just trying to give you a reason. You got Chio, you got Evasele. I'm so used to you being Chika farted just now. Anyway, I'm going to carry on what I was saying.
It was a squeaky chair, bro.
I got Chio, got Ebasele, Ida, Bazoon. I think Bazunu's Nigerian. There's a lot of Nigerian descent in that Irish team. Come on, just like follow us. Because if it was the other way around, we couldn't do this. I couldn't see like McFadden playing for Nigeria. And secondly, I just named a Scottish name. I don't know why. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine an O'Shea playing for Nigeria.
McGeady.
Aidan McGeady. Like, you know, this is what I'm saying. I think you should. I think if you're Nigerian and you're watching this, come and watch Ireland because we get
it, man. You're in the playoffs. That's cool. We're cool. Let's move on.
No, but we need all the support we can get as well, man. Because like
you got the best support.
We got incredible support, but you know, Irish people, we love everyone.
Apart from English.
Yeah. I hate myself. But yeah, man, there's a lot of Nigerian influence in Dublin, especially now. I'm sure there'll be, I don't know where I'm going with this. Just come and support us.
Look, I'll support.
My guy, come on. All right.
No Serbia either. Dark day.
Oh,
yeah, Albania pipped them by 1 point.
Ooh, that's rough.
Bro, because they beat us. Albania beat us 1-0, 2-0 at their place. No, in Serbia, I think.
Oh, that could have been mad then, because Ireland could have played Serbia. Oh, no, they used to. Actually, Ireland have played Serbia quite a few times. But that would have been an interesting one for you.
Oh, shit, bro. Serbia, Nigeria, fucking even England.
Yeah. Oh, well. All right, there's one last thing you want to touch on in regards to the international break. What was it again?
Well, yeah, just staying on the topic of international football and even Ireland, to be fair. Yeah. There's one guy I've had on my radar for a long time. As you know, Jonah, good friend of mine, grew up with him. Mm. He went and played football in America, played for San Jose Earthquakes Academy before he went to university, to the college system over there. And over there, he actually played for the newest... He didn't get his debut, but the newest call-up, the freshest call-up in the Ireland squad. Also, what a time to be called up to the Ireland squad. Like,
yeah, I've seen loads of tweets saying, bro, it's not always like this.
He must be like, this is lit.
Yeah. What the
bro, fuck? That shit.
Like,
she like, damn.
I don't want to be American again.
Like, to be fair, he didn't kick a minute, but the player I'm talking about is Kevin O'Toole.
Also the most Irish name of all time.
100%.
Yeah.
Not the most Irish voice, but yeah. Like you.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I mean, the English have got a history of playing for Ireland. It's new to have an American.
Facts. But yeah, Kevin O'Toole, man, left back, plays for New York City FC. He's like 26, 27 right now, I believe. So I think he's 26 if I remember correctly. But basically, Jonah played with him at Princeton, and the guy was basically always like the utmost like professional. Was probably one of the best players obviously at the college. Went through, I think he won the Ivy League, went unbeaten that season, and then the next season after graduating, he got drafted. Because even in like the MLS, they do draft.
Did Jonah go up for the draft?
No, I didn't go up for the draft.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, even in like America, obviously they do that in NFL, do that in NBA, but even MLS, they do the draft system. Obviously, you can still buy players from abroad and things that way. I kind of like it because you kind of you don't have academies as such. Yeah. You do, but there's multiple routes to progression at that level in America. You can either be an academy, you can either get bought, or you can get drafted through the college system. Yeah,
I've seen other countries do it. I've seen like Aussie Rules do it as well. It's quite cool.
Yeah, but yeah, basically like he's had to fight for his position in New York, like steadily building up through the ranks since he got drafted. I think they even bought I think I remember Jonah being a bit disappointed because they bought like a Spanish left back with like quite a good standing in the Liga to come and play. And I think for a few games, he kind of took Kevin's position. But after a while, I think Kevin showed his ability to like withstand that pressure, and he won his place back pretty much immediately, and has been going from strength to strength, and it's now one of the most important players for New York. And I think that's obviously with, I think, Ireland's backup left back getting injured. I think he said that he's always been in conversations with the Ireland setup for the past year, obviously with connections to his granddad and his sister playing and living in Ireland, playing professionally as well. So, yeah, like it's gonna be exciting to see his journey, and just like what a time to actually be part of like an Irish setup.
He's hit the jackpot too.
But to be fair, like it was mad because obviously, he's obviously American, grew up in America, like America about to host the World Cup. Yeah,
imagine he qualifies for Ireland as well.
Do you know what I mean? Qualifies for Ireland,
and also played for New York, which has such a big Irish history.
Do you know what I mean? Like, like being around New York, New Jersey, just being there. Yeah. Like, it's crazy. So,
I mean, I've even got family in New Jersey. Like, it's massive. It's like such a big Irish influence.
Deeper, this guy's played against Messi. He's played against like a lot of these big Busquets.
Jonah Lytle.
Yeah. Baller, by the way.
Yeah, well, we all know how good he is. Well, we're talking like no one knows how good he is, but we know how good he is.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. But yeah, man, like I think he's one to watch. Kevin O'Toole is one to watch. Remember that name. Remembered.
That's a bag clip. All right, someone who hasn't done very well. You want to touch on Neymar?
Yeah, man.
The fall off of Neymar.
Man. Like,
aren't Santos about to get relegated? I think Santos are about, like, they're in the relegation zones, like getting booed, and
it should be illegal. Santos getting relegated.
I think because in Brazil it's like they have a bottom 4 or 5. I think it's 4 if you just go to the table.
They're just above.
Yeah.
There's not many games left. Fuck.
Yeah, so they could go down whilst Neymar's there. Do you think it's all the injuries? It must be all the injuries.
I think my theory is he's gone to Saudi and had probably one of the most devastating injuries that you can get. And if you don't have the right help and a progressive club that has access to the best facilities, the best sports science coaches, the best physios, not that Saudi doesn't have that, but the league hasn't been at the top of its game for that long for when he moved to Al Hilal. And I was seeing somewhere there was physios like maybe not high up in the football game, but pretty respected physios and like doctors that were studying his rehabilitation from his knee injury, and they were saying that the work that they were putting him through was not enough.
Really?
They're saying that this is like very minimal stuff. This is not stuff you expect from a professional footballer to be working on day in, day out. He was supposed to be more advanced than he was doing a lot of that stuff. So I always remembered that, and like seeing that he's not been able to get anywhere near that burst of speed. Like obviously I've had a similar injury, and
you're as good as Neymar as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, like, if it wasn't for my knee injury, I probably would be.
You would be bagging it in.
I'd be at Santos. Bro.
Yeah, trust me. Yeah. You would have got them out of this trouble.
Yeah, could even probably play for Ireland at this rate, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. You done?
Let's start calling you Troy.
Yeah.
Troy Chika.
Troy Chika. Yeah, I'll call my kid that.
It's kind of a lit name. Nah, it's not really. No. What's it? Troy. I will never pronounce your surname. Troy Onwanibe. That was actually quite good.
It's not bad.
Onwanibe.
What's your last name? Law and Order.
Law and Order. Actually, do you know what? No one can pronounce my surname bizarrely. Even English people got like. If you've met me, like sorry, if like I tell you my surname, yeah, it's fine. But at like school, like even supply teachers, it's always Law because of the way it's spelled.
Is it?
Yeah, loads of people go Lulu.
Lulu.
Anyway.
Where are we talking about?
Neymar. Tell me you got a. Tell me.
You're the one that put it on a tangent.
I know. But we're as bad as each other. It's like ADHD is rife.
Oh my god.
Tell the audience we have ADHD without telling the audience we have ADHD. Anyway, sorry. Go on, carry on.
What was I saying about the boy?
His knee rehabilitation. They haven't put him nearly through enough.
Especially at that age. I don't know. You must be, what, 30, 31, 32. Like, when you get injured like that, your rehab needs to be perfect. You need to get that explosivity back. And, like, he kind of diddled around for a year, played, like, 4 games at the end of his Al Hilal career. Went to Santos, probably not getting good rehab there either. So it's like, it's just the worst way to go out. And he's made him look pathetic on the field. But real ones know Neymar's probably like top 10 players ever to play the game. I would say, could he be top 7? Probably.
Yeah.
There's so many players to name that it'll be hard for him to say certified top 5. But
and also, as a player that's got wax in other parts of the body because of the way he plays, it's more important to rehab. Almost, there's probably other niggling injuries that he's been dealing with as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, that is like, if you don't rehab an ACL properly, I think it was his meniscus as well. It was like loads of tears. It was like similar to your one. And yeah, of course, if you don't rehab that's terrible and explains this. But on top of that, I'm thinking, think of all the other knocks he's got in his career as well. Like, you've got to put this guy in like a freezing chamber. So like, you've probably, even if you didn't do that, you probably got to double down on the rehab and like looking after his body, because the geezer's taking wax. Again, I don't know how much that contributes to it too, but I just thought that might be the case too.
No, 100%. Like, and now I think he's got more yellow cards and he's got goals this season. I think he's got like 3 goals in 16, 15 games, 1 assist.
It's not great.
Like, it's just, and they're probably down in the relegation zone because they spent all their budget on re-signing him, and you know, he probably gets to walk in whenever, and like, you know that retirement phase, and it's your club, and they can treat you like a king because he is a king in that part of the world. So it's just sad to see. But Neymar, he's not even a streets won't forget baller, but like, people know. I genuinely believe like he's better than the likes of Ronaldinho, and I think he's probably he could be the best player to never win the Ballon d'Or. And that's no fault of his own. He just lived in an era of 2 insanely good, out of this world human beings that are Messi and Ronaldo. So
yeah, and they seem to have had happy endings as well. Well,
yeah,
to an extent with Ronaldo. Now,
leave the ball before the football leaves you.
To Ney, from Ney to New, you wanted to touch on Newcastle. That was actually quite a good transition. Transition getting strong.
Oh, God.
Where do you want to start with this? Because I don't know where we start with this, because talking about club football coming up, and, you know, they might get a win on the weekend and we might look silly when talking about this. But
a win.
Let's talk about Newcastle in general. And I think after all the love we've been showing on TikTok with all the Ireland fans, I think we now have to prepare to get a lot of shit, because Newcastle fans do not fuck about online. The amount of abuse.
But neither do I. I don't fuck about. Yeah? Newcastle, you don't scare me. I can walk the streets. I'll walk the streets. Watch. You're going to go to the Stadium of Light and get pummeled.
Is it?
I think the next one is Stadium of Light. Yeah. Not this Saturday, but that's the game they're all waiting for. Like, I'm talking to my Geordie mates and they're like, yo, like, I'm like, is Eddie Howe, is he out? Is he, like, if he loses that game.
Is he hot or is he cold?
He's out.
Is it yes or is it no? Is it wrong when it's right? Is it black and it's white? Not us. The stripes.
If you do another fucking cheesy fucking joke like that, I get it. Like, Ireland are in the playoffs, but fuck me.
Sorry, I didn't even lie, but the end of that. Anyway, sorry, go carry on.
I forgot what I was saying, but
Eddie Howe, is he in or is he out?
Yeah, like, I'm generally asking a lot of these guys, like, in or out. The guy's got 12 points. He's got a point a game. He's close. He's Newcastle are 3 points off him. No, West Ham are 3 points off them. I believe. West Ham or Forest.
So do you think you were justified with the video of what you were saying?
Look, I didn't want to be right, but I am. Tend to be. But, like, Eddie Howe, if he can't get out of this rut and can't let his ego go and, like, find solutions and prove that he's a good manager, I'm sorry, mate.
Has he not already proven he's a good manager, though? Getting them into the Champions League and...
I think you realise how good of a manager you are
winning
when...
the League Cup. Like, that is some monumental achievements for Newcastle.
Great achievements, but a time comes where have you squeezed as much juice out of the can as much as you could?
The can? the fruit.
Hey man, I've had Rubicon out of a can, bro, so... Hey, I'm not English, I'm Nigerian, bro.
Not when it comes to penalties.
Hey, well, England is shit penalties anyway, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, has he run out of the juice, basically? Has he run out of the squeeze? Can he still take this club forward? Because sometimes with a lot of these clubs, you take them as far as you can. He's taken to the Champions League twice, taken them to trophies, finals. 100%. Like,
you know what the Newcastle fans are going to say right now in the comments? I can read it already.
Oh, we don't care.
Eddie Howe's won as many trophies as Arteta.
Yeah, but look at him now.
Yeah, fair.
Like people that have that view, oh, Glasner's a better manager than Arteta. He's won the same amount of trophies in a short amount of time. He's a better manager. Look, you can say all you want. Like, I'm talking about how you're performing now, how we're performing over the course of time, and also Arsenal and Newcastle at different levels.
So would you say Howe's been stubborn at Newcastle?
100%. I think he had a difficult situation to do with Isak, which I'm probably going to expand on a lot more. And that's probably put his back up and spoiled the atmosphere around the training grounds and around the ground. And like, it's all been focused on that. And I think he's gone into each press conference defensive and having to defend his team, having to back them up, having to galvanize the dressing room after losing such a pivotal player who's probably, yes, snaked them. And now, I don't know, he's just got a fight in his hands. I think that it's just always been a cloud over Newcastle since that's happened. You know, he's coming out being like, a bit flat, it's a bit weird, like, da-da-da-da. You know, people questioning his decisions. He's getting a bit spiky. We've seen this before. It's a slippery slope. But I know Eddie Howe's got a great mentality as a coach. And, like, he's hard to rock him. But I think he's got to steady the ship, let his ego be put aside and look at his team and be like, look, there are holes here. The people that are your usual favourites, Dan Burn, when they're not performing, hook them. Hook him. Dan Burn has been a great player, deserves to be in the England squad. But, when a player's not performing, why do you force him to continue? And because he's got height.
What do they need then? What's gone wrong? What do you think the solution is?
Cool, perfect. Let me lay it out for you. Newcastle fans, you guys always complain that, the Premier League aren't letting me spend the money. They're not. Well, that's not a Geordie accent, but you know what I mean. Premier League, they're not letting me spend the money. Like, you've had money the past couple of years. You've made some good signings, but anytime you guys in the past year or so have bought from the Premier League, you've struggled.
But they would say PSR, it's not about having money, it's about the financial restrictions and financial fair play.
But if you're signing duds, like they've had enough money to sign 2 world-class players this season, they haven't signed one. Noah Tamade, 100% good player. Like, I'm sure you guys love him. I love him as a player. It looks great. But the amount that you spent on Elanga, you sold Isak for 125 million. You've got into the Champions League now, so you have a bit more money to splash and
that's true.
And show yourself, to flirt in the market like you have. But first off, you've gone to sign Elanga, who I don't think is a step up or step below from Murphy, but Murphy's obviously going to hit the ground running after the incredible season he had last season. So you spent 55 million on a very limited player who doesn't offer anything different from what you have in your squad already. That's a dud. 55 mil down the drain. Gone. You've now spoiled your asthma. If you go back to Isak, you spoiled the camaraderie around your group. The whole dressing room was divided about Isak, but you decided to hold on to him until the last week of the window. destroyed the environment around the club. Poor decision. Let him go. Like, it's not like his contract was running out next year. Get him out. But no, you were stubborn. You wanted more money. Fucking Jalen Ramsey. You guys have needed a 10, number 10 for the past.
Jacob. Jade.
No, I said Jalen because I was watching NFL last night. There's a player, Jacob Ramsey. Was a promising player, but like let's be honest, he's standard. He's kind of more still of. He doesn't have anything different from what your midfielders already have. He's bog standard. Has potential, but let's be honest, he's just a decent version, a good version of Joe Willock, like in that number 10 role. Like he doesn't offer anything too different.
Yeah. So you're saying the business.
He spent 40 million on him. That's 95 million now we're talking about. That have been spent on people that are bench warmers.
Yeah.
You spent 90 million, 95 million. I get you need depth, but you get depth by buying higher quality and pushing it down. It's kind of like when I go to the shop. Now, I don't want to waste money buying like nice pieces for £40. I'm better off getting a piece that I love and that I'll wear for the next 2-3 years, a quality piece that'll keep me warm during the winter, than going for the cheap one at whatever it may be, and like I probably lose the love for it after a few months, or it gets wear and torn, and it goes back to the subs bench in the closet, and I never see it again. Yeah,
it's like I started like spending more money on Levi's, even though it broke me financially, but I'm not replacing £40 jeans every week.
Yeah, come on, man. Like, you know, no offense. If I'm shopping in Selfridges rather than TK Maxx, man, I might, you know.
Nah, you can get some good quality in TK.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, that's besides the point.
I'll be walking down the street, I might get a little honey if I was single. And then, had to drop that in there.
We're ADHD right now. I'm going to stop us.
All right, let me go back. Last point. Who's the other fucking guy they signed?
The striker that
the other
loves
one.
Clark and
There's another guy, no? Wissa.
Oh yeah, what the fuck is Visser?
He's injured still.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Setbacks, Mr. Setbacks on setbacks.
He's never been injured at Brentford as well. What the fuck?
Got injured in his first training session or first game for Newcastle. Poor signing. Or maybe I think you signed him injured, played him, got even more injured, got a setback. That's what a player whose contract was supposed to run out like next summer. Yeah, you could have got him for free. Yeah, you could have tapped his phone up, be like, look, just wait, hold fast a little bit. We'll get you soon. Don't worry, you get a bigger pay packet. You'll be all right. No, let me get him now for what, 50, 60 M's. Guy hasn't played a minute. Guy is recovering from his injury. He's probably going to go to AFCON now. And 6 months into the season, you're basically paid insane amounts of cash for someone that hasn't played. And he's going to come back in January, probably still be unfit. And you're going to wait for him to have to ease into the squad. By the time you would have done that, you would have got him for free in the next season.
Yeah, not ideal. So you're saying that Newcastle fans should be annoyed at the business done rather than at anyone else?
By the time of next year, he's going to be 30. He's going to be 30 next year. Yeah. Next season. Yeah. And you sign him for how much? Poor. I understand you want to buy Premier League quality, but at the same time, like, you need a scouting department that's able to take more risks or educated risks and actually get players of a good ilk that you know where you have gaps in. I think this squad planning has Eddie Howe written all over it. I know they've had issues with Dan Ashworth leaving. What's the other guy called that left recently? That the guy that just left in. Do
you want me to Google?
The director of football that just left in the summer, end of summer. The former footballer.
Paul Mitchell.
So you've had quality.
Is it Paul Mitchell?
Yeah, it is. You've had Dan Ashworth before that went to Man United. You've had Paul Mitchell. All of them have flagged that the scouting department and the transfer policy at the club has a lot of work to do in order to catch up to a lot of these clubs, like, you know. So, yeah, a lot of work to be done, man. A lot of work to be done at Newcastle. I want to see them back flying. And like, it's no hatred at all for Newcastle, because why the fuck are you guys 12 points sitting not too far away from relegation? like, and your rivals, your biggest rivals, Sunderland, have come up to the Premier League and fucking made a disgrace out of you. Like, it's. I'm sure you guys are probably more fuming than I am, but you know, I think the Tyne and Wear derby is going to be an interesting place, and you better not lose.
During the international break as well, there's a man called Haaland who is like
who?
This
Is that the one that his girlfriend said he fancied his mate?
Eh?
Have you not seen that?
No.
The video, like, he's now doing YouTube series, and like his girlfriend went on. She's like, oh, how did you know about me? He was like, well, I actually fancy your friend, and then I found out about you. He's like, oh, have you not seen that?
No.
He's on YouTube now. He's doing like vlogs and that.
But anyway, should we talk through Haaland's stats right now, because it's just mental at this point.
I'd kind of prefer not to be honest.
He's scored now 19 goals in 15 games in all competitions for Man City, and his stats for Norway are even more ridiculous. In all competitions now for Norway, he scored 55 goals in 48 matches, and I think during this campaign he scored, I need to double check this, I think is it 16 goals? I'll wait. Well, no. Eat your cashews whilst I find this. That's actually good timing. I'll play some elevator music whilst I find this.
Elevated, ride.
Okay. Haaland, we're back after the elevator music. He's not only scored 19 goals in 16 games for City. Wait, I think that's right. Let me triple check. let me triple check that. Sorry. Elevator music back. Okay. He scored 19 goals in 15 games for City and 1 assist. Don't forget the 1 assist. And now he's in World Cup qualifying scored 16 goals in 8 games with 2 assists. The only time I can remember a scoring record like this is, didn't Messi score over 100 goals in the calendar year? I'm pretty sure he did that. And Ronaldo when he first joined Real Madrid. This is a joke. And I think he's single-handedly put Man City in this title race. Because apart from Doku, who else in this City team has really performed to an, like, when I say insane level, I mean like incredible level, because Doku in that last game against Liverpool showed levels and showed that he shouldn't be written off and performed to an insane level. Bar Haaland and Doku, who else in that City team has blown you away this season? No one. And you look at Arsenal and you think, oh my God, there's been incredible players. I mean, Trossard's been insane, I'd say. Rice has been in incredible form. Zubamendi's been amazing. And of course, the two... You can go around the whole team and name players that have been insane. But in City's team, bar Doku, you can only really think about Haaland doing well this season. And with those stats...
Nico O'Reilly.
Okay, well... Yeah, okay. I've thrown Nico O'Reilly in there. He's been really good. But bar Doku and O'Reilly, we had to think about that. I could name the Arsenal players off the top of my dome like that.
Guardiola. I think Donnaruma's done pretty well.
Nowhere near the level of Haaland. Let's...
No one's on Haaland's level right now.
But my point is, bar Doku, O'Reilly... and all the amazing players in the team who've performed incredibly well as well. Haaland's the reason.
No, I agree with you. Okay,
I'm going to pull away from that narrative we're going down.
No, I agree with you.
Haaland's stats are insane, and are City genuine title contenders now because of Haaland?
Yeah, of course. Like, that guy gets injured, they're cooked. Like... Bro, wasn't it that record? He scored like City's last 8 or 9 goals until like either the Liverpool game or the game before Liverpool. He scored consecutively 7 or 8 goals for Man City, and it took them like 4 or 5 games until they got a different scorer. The top scorer, the second top scorer, was own goals. Esteve. Bro, everyone had scored one goal, and then it was Esteve with 2. Fucking netted 2 against himself. Bro, like, of course, like, look at Haaland, what he's doing. That was insane. Bullying defenders, making runs, scoring headers. They're just coming off him, coming off his shin, coming off his fucking hair bun, and they're going in.
Does it worry you? Because I think it's starting to worry me.
4 points is nothing. 4 points is nothing. We're heading into November. Historically, November is our worst ever month.
Oh, no.
I think we've got an average of 1 win a month in November.
You're filling me with more confidence here, Cheeks.
So we got Chelsea, Tottenham, Bayern Munich coming up. Shock. Ooh, tough games.
9 points.
Better get me 9 points. At least get me fucking 6 in the league.
We're not getting 9 points, are we?
Bro, Tottenham at home. Dick them down. Pause.
What is it with you at the moment? Like,
that's a pause. I paused it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, why did I say that?
Yeah.
Like,
and they've got a cock on their badge as well, sorry.
Tottenham's your rival, you're at home. Nah, 3 points minimum. Like,
but Tottenham and those schmucks, they're performing quite well at the moment.
Obviously, Gabriel's probably injured for a couple of weeks.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Calafiori's going to be fine. We've got cover now. We've got players coming back, but this is now the period where we're not going to have an international break for a long time. We're not going to have players rested for a long, long time. This November to January period is going to be ruthless. We're going to get injuries. Like, I know for a fact. Like, we got injuries in the first 3 months of the season. 4 of them were devastating.
Yeah.
So, like, it's going to be a tough month for us to keep fit, keep competitive, keep focused, City breathing on our backs, but we've been built for it the most this season. So I'm scared of City. Of course I am. I was scared of City when we were 6 points, 7 points, whatever it was, and people were saying it was fine. We're gonna win the league. I'm like, nah. Why the fuck would you say a thing like that? Never. That's 2 wins. You're back in the title race. Two swings. You're done. Like, nah, man. They're breathing down our necks, and obviously they got a tough away game at Newcastle now. You know, they don't normally do that well over there, but so do we.
Do you, to get away from the nervousness, this is probably not going to help. Have we run out of words for Haaland now?
Dickhead.
That isn't bias.
Nah.
Take your Arsenal hat off. It's off.
Wanker. Nah, man. He's a robot, but in a good way.
So
he's a machine.
What did Roy Keane say about him being a League One striker or a League Two striker? I think he's eating his words a bit.
Well, he has, man. He has.
Do you think Haaland's... Because I remember people just thought it would like be an in-behind player, like you just play it in and he'll run really fast and get the ball. His hold-up play is really good. And do you think his technical abilities look down on because he's so prolific and such a brute?
But all the criticism I had from a year and a half ago, whenever maybe on his all-round game, he's delivering. Like, spinning players, looks stronger, looks quicker. It's now like... just pisses me off thinking about it, but... Yeah, man,
he's got everything now. He's getting to the point where like his attributes are all green.
But his biggest asset is his mentality. I think like his dedication to being better. If you look at his interviews and the preparation he goes into each game, the recovery he goes after each game, and his ability just to be like, look, I might miss a chance, but I'm gonna score eventually. I'm gonna get the better of you. Like. And he's going to dominate. And you can see the way when things aren't going well for the team and how devastated he was by how the season petted out last season. He's not going to let that happen again. He wants to be at the best team, perform for the best. He wants to win the Champions League and he wants to get to Ballon d'Or. That's what he wants. Like, look at him. Look at the way he's performing. You think he's going to have a season scoring 40 goals in the league and City is all for nothing? Nah, man, he wants to win first and then score goals, of course, but imagine if he gets to 40 goals and don't even win the league and don't win the Champions League. He's like, what the fuck? It's a Ballon d'Or year and I'm not even in the running. Nah, man, he's keeping them up. He's going to be there right to the end, so we got to be ready for him.
Okay, Miles Lewis-Skelly. There's a lot of talk online about him going on loan. I think this is a bunch of fecking bollocks, personally. I understand the World Cup, like qualifying for the World Cup, and playing for England in the World Cup. I get that debate. And I know we've got Hincampe and Calafiori ahead of him. But he's still a young player. He's still a young player. I mean, Walcott didn't make a senior appearance for Arsenal and got taken to the 2006 World Cup. I know we look back at that as a mistake, but do you think it's more because O'Reilly's playing more that's his worry? Okay, what would you... I don't think he needs to go out on loan, but I understand if he wanted to. I don't know where his head's at and what he thinks. What would you be feeling if you're Miles Lewis-Skelly? What would you want to do?
Doesn't matter what I want to do.
No, but I'm just saying, put yourself in his shoes.
What I want to do and what I think he should do are two completely different things.
Okay, let's do one by one.
What I would do, the season's long, man. But Calafiori's somewhat of a sick note. People are going to get injured. November's going to be busy. Stick it out, man. Stay humble, work hard. Opportunities will come, just like they came last season when you were nowhere near the team.
And what do you think he should do?
Same thing.
There you go.
Same thing. Well, to be fair, like I wouldn't be looking for a move in January. Like team you think is going to win the league. I was going to say I would probably be like, look, quality players. He's bought another left back. You know, could assess my options and leave, but nah, I don't think I'd actually do that if I actually ground myself. But yeah, he's got to stay, man. Win his place. I think if there's ever time to start Miles Lewis-Skelly, it's against Tottenham. He performs in the big moments. He performs in these sort of games. And I think going up against whoever might be on that wing, Kudus or Brennan Johnson, I think he'll be able to stand his ground and actually have a positive or sensational impact and win his place also in Arsenal for a little bit and maybe for the England squad as well.
But let's just say he doesn't
start.
Yeah, and he doesn't get any more game time.
Stay the season. He's 18, 19. Like, you're not really supposed to be starting anyway.
Yeah.
And like, you got the whole career ahead of you. You're at a place with great role models. You're playing with your best friends. You're learning under incredible coach that is so detail orientated. Give it a year, assess the option in the summer. You sign the contract, fulfill the contract. You go again. If you're on the bench next season again, that's when you maybe start asking questions. Be like, look, I missed the World Cup. Oh, England did really well. I wanted to be part of that. Wasn't part of that. Look at the future.
Well said.
Well, what do you do?
I think you put it perfectly, honestly. I'd agree with you.
Okay.
I'd agree with you.
I didn't convince you. Yeah.
No. I mean, I didn't give my opinion, did I? I've just listened to you.
Yeah, but same was that.
I would stay. I think you could. Loads of other players would dream to play under a coach like Arteta instead of. I don't know, I'm thinking of some of the managers in the league. That obviously very good managers, but are detail orientated. You've seen Arteta bring the best out of players. When Sterling hit form for City, that apparently a big reason for that was Arteta. He'll learn so much under him, and you hear every Arsenal player talk about that in interviews. If you don't make this World Cup, you've got 3 more World Cups to potentially play in. And if you are that good, you'll be playing for Arsenal and starting for Arsenal when you're a bit older. Or secondly, you don't play for Arsenal and you play for another very good team in the future. As you say, assess your options. He's premature. He shouldn't be playing for England at this age. It's not. Well, there are a lot of young players that do play for England at a young age, but it's not the norm.
It's not a given, man. Nothing's guaranteed, especially at a young age.
And I know he's a winner. I know he's got that. He's a confident lad. But I don't think it. I think it's been blown out of proportion a bit in the press.
100%. He's got Hines working on him, the new coach. He's seen him doing one-on-one sessions. He's teaching him how to cross.
Mm.
That'll be a lovely asset to add to his game. Adding stuff to his game is the only way you can really get in.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're running out of time, so I want to. I had the maddest moment of the week, and I'll mention it briefly. Do you know the dodgy head of the Spanish Federation? He wrote a book. Who got the one that inappropriately kissed the women's player? He wrote a book and was doing like a whole like press run on it. And his uncle turned up to the press conference and started chucking eggs at him.
His uncle.
His uncle. Look, go and search it if you want yourself. I won't tell it too much, but yeah, he was he released the book, fair play, because his career's over, so you've got to make that moolah somewhat at the end of your career. And his uncle, his Tio, just came and just was like, there's some ovos, and it's just like,
What do you call it?
ovos. Is it ovos?
Huevos.
No, eggs.
Yeah, huevos.
In Spanish.
Huevos.
Ovos. Huevos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. What's ovos?
I don't know, mate. Huevos.
Oh, it's because singular is ovo. That's why I got confused. OVO. There you go. I'm not that much of an idiot. Huevos. That's confusing. This is why I can't learn Spanish. Anyway, that's my man's moment. To wrap up,
You got overhead, bruv.
I'd say mine's more like a football. I've got a very round head.
Eggs around.
Yeah, but it's too slim. Like I've got like really like it's like that more than that. Like eggs come in a bit. Mine just goes whoa. Big old Irish head, as they say. Freak of the week. There's only one person you can give it to.
I give it to the Congolese guy doing voodoo on the side of the pitch.
Do you know what, Fairs? I'm going to give it to the hungry manager of my howler, because he brought on, like, he tried to be a little shit. Like most managers do. Run down the time, bring an extra defender. Didn't work.
Oh, God. Now, of course, Troy Parrott, he has to get the Freak of the Week.
Nah, I'll give it to the voodoo man.
Nah, fuck
On that note, have you seen the guy that got nicked because he kept on putting voodoo on, like, African uncles down the street in London?
No.
It's like, I don't know whether to find it funny or, like, really sad.
God.
He kept on chasing down uncles and hopefully not aunties, but I think uncles, and like just going, I put a spell on you, and they start like dashing off and stuff like that, and he got nicked. What do you think of that?
Never heard of it, and sounds like he's found his home.
Well said.
Yeah.